Yeah. And this is camera, the one right here. Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
I need not look at the TV.
Right. Yes. If you want to look directly at the people.
And when we can start whenever you are ready.
Okay. Hey, what's up, y'all? You are listening to your Mental Matters podcast. I'm your girl, Mo. And for those of you watching, thank you for tuning in. We are back with another episode, and we have a very special guest in the building. We got Brandon. Brandon, I'm sorry, Brandon. What's your last name? I be informal sometimes with this podcast. I'm trying to be so formal right now, and I'm like
Teixeira.
Teixeira.
Yeah.
And you have it tatted.
Brandon Teixeira.
Absolutely. Brandon Teixeira from Boston.
Boston, yep.
And you are here in New York.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And thank you so much for joining me. I feel like this is going to be a really good episode. I mean, we've been able to like chop it up a little bit before, meeting and like, starting just recording and sitting down and talking. But I think you're just so dope. Like, from what I've been able to learn about you so far, your story, and just like some of the things you do, really, really amazing stuff. And so thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely. And I, of course, want you to introduce yourself to the people more thoroughly. But I want you to like just introduce yourself to the people, let them know who you are, what you do, and yeah, let's start there.
All right, let's do it. Yeah. My name is Brandon Teixeira here. I'm a CEO and founder of Mental Health Declassified. I'm a 501c3 nonprofit. I'm a mental health storyteller. I'm an advocate. I'm a community leader. I just won 10 Outstanding Young Leaders in Boston. I just won CEO of the Northeast of the year. So a lot of cool different things. I'm writing a book right now, but definitely just super excited to be here in this space. And anything mental health, I'm here for. Anything storytelling and just being authentic, that's just who I am. So
yeah,
very grateful to be here.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you for that. And yeah, I definitely want to get into the book. I want to get into Mental Health Declassified and what made you get your start there. But before that, because this is a mental health podcast, what I do every episode is a mental health check-in, right? I always like to start there, right? So how is your mental health lately? We are winding down. We're at the end of February. So how has your mental health been? It could either be today, this week, or just overall for the month of February.
Yeah, I mean, month of February, snow got me. The snow definitely messing me up. Even though I was doing good, but no, I mean, all jokes aside, I'm doing way better than where I was previously. So I'm extremely grateful. Every day I'm learning. I have a daughter now. She's 6 months, so it's a roller coaster, but like it's something I take so much pride in, and like I just want to be so perfect for her, which I know is impossible. But for my partner and for my baby girl, like it's like I take it so personal. It's like my pride. Like I have to be there. I have to be present.
Yeah.
And like so mentally I've been amazing. Like just seeing them thrive, seeing my partner be able to deliver a baby and go through everything that the woman body has to go through that whole period of time. Like I thought I went through stuff like women, you guys got it. So like that just motivates me every single day, seeing her go back to work and just be great. Seeing my daughter go from sleeping on her back to rolling on her stomach now to now like slowly trying to talk. Like so my mental health is just continuing to go up. Obviously there is ups and downs every day. I gotta keep it real, of course. I struggle with the imposter syndrome, like not being enough and all that regular stuff. But I'm here to talk about it and share more. So.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Thank you for that. And for one, congratulations on, being a new dad and, having a beautiful baby. I think like, and I've, we follow each other on Instagram. So I've seen like videos and pictures and stuff and I'm like, so cute, so adorable. So congratulations to both you and your partner. And I think, fatherhood, I could imagine is like very special, like parenthood, like I have friends who are parents and stuff. So I'm always like, this is something that like, I know is probably just so like a feeling like no other, right?
Yeah, right.
And so I'm happy just to hear that you're enjoying the process so far. Yeah. And absolutely. I think like the imposter syndrome, I definitely want to get into that more. Like, what do you feel like, where do you feel that that comes up the most in your life right now?
Yeah, I mean, kind of can dive in my story a little bit too and kind of touch upon it. But it's like, as a man, it's like, you're always supposed to be head up, strong,
Mhm.
no emotion. So, like, I always just felt like an athlete on top of that, I always feel like I have to achieve the next thing. Like,
Mhm.
okay, you won team MVP or this, what next? You
Mhm.
won the championship,
Mhm.
what next? Like, I'm never satisfied. And that's one thing I'm working on as a human is like
Mm.
to enjoy right now and stop thinking about the next thing. Cause
Yeah.
we'll throw a dope event. It'll be, everything that we wanted. And then I'll be like, all right, what's next? And the
Mm.
team's like, all
Mhm.
right, just breathe, It's okay to just
Yeah.
enjoy to celebrate. And like I always feel like I'm not doing it enough or I'm not good enough. And
Yeah.
that just comes from like I guess childhood stuff and
Yes.
just being a man in general, trying to be strong and
Yeah.
a leader. So yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. And I'm like, I definitely want us to get into your story, right? Just with
Yeah.
like, as you said that, I'm like, it's time.
Yeah.
It's time because, yeah, like
Let's do it.
where should we start? Because, you mentioning imposter syndrome as a part of your story and always kind of chasing that next thing, right? Like, before we get there, who's the person, right? Where did that start? What was like your, I don't know if we want to start from like
Yeah,
childbirth,
let's do it.
like
I'll just
to,
run it.
let's run it.
Yeah, so for me, I share my story everywhere. It's kind of what I do. It's still like takes a lot sometimes
Yeah.
because like damn, sometimes I'm unlocking things and I'm like, oh damn, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yes.
But childhood growing up, foreign family, they come here, they're told keep your head down.
Mm-hmm.
It's a white world,
Mm.
make your money and just be content. Don't ask for more, don't ask for raises, just stay low. Let's just we're here, let's appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm young at the time, I don't really know what that means. I'm just gonna chase what I can chase and do what I
Mm-hmm.
can do. In school, kind of fit into this role where I was like, the funny kid, but
Mm-hmm.
also an athlete. So
Mm-hmm.
like class clown, but in a respectful way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just found love in the game of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So basketball becomes my everything now. And for me, it's an outlet.
Yeah.
I could be struggling in school. I was labeled at a young age with dyslexia. So
Mm.
now I'm getting put in this box where it's like I'm struggling to read, I'm struggling to write, test taking, I'm getting pulled out of class for these tests. So
Mm-hmm.
now I'm telling my friends like, "Oh, you guys taking that test? I'm about to skip it. Watch me."
Mm.
Knowing damn well I'm just walking down the hall to the
Yeah.
teacher and going
Yeah.
to use my calculator, and they
Right.
can't use a calculator because I
Right.
struggle with that stuff.
Right.
So like I would try to spin it in a way that make me feel better.
For sure.
So yeah, I identified my whole life into basketball because when I got into those lines, it didn't matter. I struggled in the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just better than you at this sport. So I just
Mm.
continued. I feel like my pain forced me to just put everything into this circle, orange basketball,
Yeah.
and just release it there. So when I got into those four lines, I was a different person. I was
Mm-hmm.
good. I was getting praised now. So
Mm.
failing a test in the classroom, I'm going to the court, I'm scoring 30 points. So now
Mm-hmm.
it's like, take what you want. I'm
Right.
feeling good about myself at the end of the day.
Yep.
But also became my curse because now I'm masking everything. My sophomore year, lost my grandmother who raised me. She's right here, tatted on me.
Hi, Grant.
My
Oh, that's a
Vovo,
nice
yeah.
one. Yeah.
So lost her to stomach cancer,
Mm.
and that was a hit. I'm young. I'm a sophomore in high school. I'm a basketball star.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. I can't cry about this. I'm a man. I'm a man of color on top of that. I just got to go to the gym and mask my emotions.
Mm-hmm.
I would cry in my room by myself. Nobody would know that. But it's okay. I got a game on Friday. I got a game on Tuesday. I got to perform. I can't show emotions. I got to be strong. Killed me to my core. Till this day, I still don't understand that sometimes.
Yeah.
And doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Sophomore year, my best friend also in high school, one of my best friends was extremely suicidal.
Mm.
To me, it's like, yo, we're stars of the basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone loves us. We have to go put on a show. What are we worried about? I was ignorant to mental health because I didn't understand it. I didn't know it. I wasn't educated. They don't talk about it in schools, and that's the problem. That's something I want to change.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like, you're good. You're good. He didn't
Mhm.
feel like he was loved. He didn't feel like he had like all these different things. I ended up
Right.
finding him on the playground, passed out through the pills. Like that
Mm.
was traumatic.
Mm-hmm.
Masked it. Had basketball. Never talked about it again. Never acknowledged it to this like later in my story. I'll tell you when I did acknowledge it. But
Yeah.
moved on from that, we have basketball. Junior year, we lost our great grandmother. She was just older, just natural causes. She passed away. So it was just like another hit in the family.
Yeah.
For me, still had basketball.
Mhm.
I was still just lost in that game, getting better at it. It kind of fueled me to just get better and better and better. Like
Yeah.
I took it personal because I didn't want to feel anything else.
Mhm.
And then, so my junior year, I started getting a couple offers from schools. So, coaches are coming by, they're sending emails,
Mhm.
things. It's looking fun. It's nice. I
Mhm.
never thought about college basketball in the moment because I was just so tunnel vision. Like, I didn't even know what was next. Again, foreign family, we weren't educated on like recruiting, we weren't
Yeah.
educated on playing college basketball. I know college was a thing, but it wasn't like, oh, I gotta go play that college basketball. Like, I didn't know I
Yeah.
was good enough or even smart enough to have the
Mhm.
grades. Um, Ended up getting a visit to the University of Tampa. I
Mm.
went up there, absolutely loved it.
Mhm.
Everything I would have dreamed of
Mhm.
course. Then my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Mm.
So it was like, boom, another hit. And it was just like, for me, at a young age, I had to think about it. And I was like, well, if I go somewhere far, I might miss moments, and I don't know what's going to happen. The past 2 years, we've been hit with death. And
Yeah.
like, I can't fathom losing my mother.
Of course.
So
Of course not. Yeah.
for me, it was like, I need to find a school that's closer. And I
Mhm.
got fortunate enough. Nichols College was only an hour away. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I can go back and forth every week and I can find a way just to be present, be around. My mom beat breast cancer and like
Amen.
she's still
I
here
know that's
today.
right.
Beautiful, strong
Oh my
woman, my
gosh.
anchor.
Yeah.
But at the time I'm young. I don't know. I don't know. Even if you beat it, I'm still scared of what can come from it because she still has chest pain. She still has
Mm.
things that linger.
Mhm.
So I was fortunate enough to find Nichols College. So I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, college dream. I'm still playing college basketball. It's not the division I wanted to play at, but I'm
Yeah.
still grateful.
Mhm.
I get up there my freshman year. We're doing preseason, doing simple hill sprints. I'm
Yeah.
coming down. I felt a tweak in my left knee, and I was just like, okay, I have a trainer now. Like, let me
Yeah.
go see him. So went to my guy Drew. Shout out to Drew. Um,
Hey, Drew.
and he was like, "Oh yeah, no, I mean, we should definitely get an MRI and get
Mm.
this checked out." And I was like, "Okay, like
Okay.
cool." Came back. I was playing with a torn ACL from high
Mm.
school that I had no idea about. So
Wow.
over time, my kneecap had enlarged and somehow it cracked, and that was
Mm.
a whole process here in my left leg.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I'm like, I'm young. I got a great friend group with me. I got some great
Mhm.
teammates. Like I can get back from this. I've seen it in the NBA. Sophomore year, I come back.
Mm.
Coach is like, all right, man, go show me what you got. Go out there in this scrimmage. I get out there and I'm like 5 for 5 for 3. Everything is going perfect. I come down in that last shot. I twist my ankle bad, like
Mm.
swelled up. I text the coach after the scrimmage and I was just like, don't give up on me. He was like,
Mm.
I'm not. A few weeks later, I get back out there. It's in a real game now. I sub in late because I'm still just kind of coming off the injury.
Yeah.
I go up for a simple rebound. I tear my right ACL.
Mm.
So for me, it was just like everything hit in that moment. And this is another reason why I hate snow.
Yeah.
That game we were there.
Oh my
We got snowed and stuck there after
Yeah.
the game. So I'm there with my leg up in the bus, torn ACL. And my bus driver's like, I'm not driving. It's snowing outside. Like, so we had to wait for a whole nother driver.
Right.
So that was just like it was a lot for me in that moment. When I got back to the dorm, it was just like I was faced with these emotions that I couldn't hide anymore.
Yeah.
Like I was crying in public. I couldn't hold my emotions. I was angry.
Mm.
So all of that, like, okay, I could just go to the basketball court, I go to the gym and get some shots up, was out the window now because I
Mhm.
can't walk. I'm going through this thing again.
Yeah.
I'm just losing myself mentally. So I reached out to a friend who's a pharmacist,
Mhm.
and I was like, hey, like, is this mental health thing real? Is
Mm.
medication, could that really help me?
Yeah.
And she was just like, yeah, like I can help you walk through the process. Like we can take it slow, like whatever you need. And I was like, maybe therapy. And
Mhm.
so she helped me. And we finally get a therapy appointment after being on a wait list for so long.
Yeah.
That appointment was going into my junior year that summer. So that was 2018. And that appointment I think was set for like May 21st or around there.
Yeah.
3 days before that, I get this new job. My brother's the manager at this restaurant in my hometown. I'm driving to this job. My boys pass me in the car going this way. I take the left, and then it's like God told me to go say bye. So I turn around. I park behind them. They went to like a little convenience store. My boy David comes out, like no lie, comes to my window. "What's up, Tex? What up, Ray? Like, I'm gonna take all your shine. I'm getting recruited by Nichols." And I was
Mm,
just like, "Word?" It was
mm,
like, "Yeah, the football coaches." Blah, blah, blah. I was like, "I gotta go up there next week and see my trainer. Like,
yeah.
I'll take you with me. Like,
Mhm.
come meet the coaches. Let's do it."
Yeah.
He was like, "For real, word. Okay, got you. I got you." Like, we have that like big brother, little brother like
Mhm.
relationship. Like, he's always talking shit. Like, I'm better than you. And
Yeah.
I'm just, all right, David, get out of here. Peace.
Yeah.
They drive off. I go to work. It's a restaurant. I didn't check my phone all night. I get out at like 1 o'clock. I check my phone. They passed away in a car accident. Four of
Mm.
them, four young men from my town, passed away in a car accident that night. 20 minutes after I saw them. 20
Mm-mm.
minutes after I saw them. So I just sat in that parking lot, just devastated.
Yeah.
Like, I cried for the probably first 30 minutes, and
Yeah.
then I just was like, what do I do? Like, how do I figure it out?
Mhm.
Two of them, which I was, very close with. David, I was very, very close with. And for me, I was just like, I got to think of something. And
Yeah.
like, my mind was just like, let's start something. How can we bring something to this town? How can we help their families? And went to a few friends, and we immediately just came up with the Four Kings Memorial, where
Mhm.
we put on flag football tournament in honor of their names, as well as a basketball. Ended
Yeah.
up raising 65K, giving back to the families. We
Amazing. Oh
started
my gosh.
scholarships. We started like more just community things. We started making ribbons, shirts, like using that money for good things for them.
Mhm.
Giving kids scholarships for $1,000 to go to
Mhm.
college, like so all in like for them because like their legacies would have lived on forever. Like
Yeah.
so therapy now that was 3 days out got pushed back because I had
Right.
4 wakes, 4 funerals, like,
Right.
and I was the pallbearer for David's, and it was just that was a lot for me.
Mm.
So after that, I was like, I'm never going to a funeral again. Like I've lost family since, and
Yeah.
I can't
It's a
show
lot.
up. Like I love my family to death. I can't do that
Mhm.
scenery anymore. It
Mhm.
kind of like left something in me that I can't unsee.
Mhm.
So now I finally get into therapy.
Mhm.
This is everything I wanted. I needed this help. I
Yeah.
sit down just like this in a chair, and she's like, "Talk to me," and
Mm.
I'm just like, "Yeah, I tore both my ACLs,"
Mhm.
and she was like, "Okay, but like, how'd you grow up?" And I was like, "Foreign family, head down, do what you gotta do." Lost my grandmother my sophomore year. That was
Mhm.
like very traumatic. Then we lost our great grandmother. Then
Mhm.
my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. Then an ACL. Then
Mhm.
another ACL. And then four young men from my town passed away.
Yeah.
So she was just like, and
Yeah.
I'm like, Shorty, like, you the therapist.
She's shocked.
And she
She
was like, a lot of people don't go through that in a lifetime. Like, not even like half of it. And
Yeah.
like, you went through that consecutive years. And I was just like, yeah. Like, and then that was the first time I like, allowed myself to break down,
Mhm.
cry in front of somebody else. And this was someone that didn't look like me. This was a white lady, but
Mhm.
shout out to her. She was the best.
Yeah.
Like,
Shout out to
very,
you,
very helped
miss.
me. So that's when I was diagnosed with PTSD.
Mm.
And I was like, I'm not a veteran. Like, I didn't know I could struggle with PTSD. And I was like trying to figure out, we're trying to identify with what that looks like.
Mhm.
And that was like, we'll get into that in a second.
For sure.
But then I was diagnosed with severe anxiety, severe
Mhm.
depression.
Mhm.
And it was just, I was learning all these things. I finally got the medication now.
Yeah.
So now my junior year, like our goal is let's get back to that campus.
Mhm.
Let's, maybe try basketball. Let's not put that much pressure on myself to do it, but let's do it. I put that much pressure on myself. I
Yeah.
needed to do it. Junior year, I caught the ball on the wing. It's a practice. I'm going to take a dribble to the right, down the lane, eyes closed. I can do it. That's just me.
Right.
I go to take that dribble, I froze. That was my first severe anxiety attack. So
Mm.
now my PTSD is the ball bouncing, the squeaking of the
Mm.
shoes, and the lights in the gym. So now my identity is my worst enemy. And for me, that was just too much to understand, to handle. So I had to, as a man, I masked a lot of emotions still in college because college is go, go, go.
Yeah.
My team was very great. We won 4 years straight when I was there,
I know that's right.
championships.
Come on, shout out that
And
team.
yeah, shout out to that team. They know who they are. They're
Yeah.
my boys
You
that
don't
I'm
gotta
here
say their
with
name. It's
today.
okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like great team, but I still would mask it as a man, and I would cry alone. Like sometimes they would travel to games and I would just
Yeah.
stay in my room and just break down
Mhm.
watching the game on the laptop.
Mm.
And then it got to the point where I had to open up to my team and just be like, listen, I'm struggling and I need you guys. Like, and everybody was there for me. Everybody showed up.
I
Some
love it.
people even said I struggled too. Like, it
Mhm.
was the moment that I felt safe and heard and understood, while still trying to do this work.
Mhm.
Mind you, I go to my school therapist at the time, and she's like, "Oh, tell me what you think is wrong with you."
Mm.
I was like, "Huh?" And
Mm.
I was like, started talking. She's in her desk, and she turns around. Yeah, well, we only deal with like if your dog dies, if you're going through a breakup. And I was just like, that moment set something off in my head. Mentally, just checked out. I called my coach. I said, I'm transferring home.
Yeah.
Not doing this no more. And like, so that was brought to the dean of students. We ended up getting a whole new mental health service coming in.
Right.
So changed that whole thing up.
I
And
love
then
that.
when they got a new, we got a new therapist, she was amazing. She really helped me. But now my senior year, it was just like, that cape was just ripped off. I felt less than. I felt like, I'm supposed to be out there. I'm a great teammate. I'm very supportive and happy for everybody, but like I know I'm supposed to be out there. I'm supposed to be doing X, Y, and Z. I've still got this pride. Senior year, I had a single dorm. It had like a suite, but I had my own room.
Mm.
I went in there, locked the door, I poured the pills in the bed. I went to go shut my phone off, put the pills in my mouth. And now, right there in that moment, is my friend from my sophomore year. We don't talk all the time because she's a pharmacist.
Mhm.
She calls me. So I pick up the phone and I'm just like, hello. And she obviously saw that I'm just messed up. I had the phone to the ceiling and she was like, just talk to me. So I
Yeah.
spit the pills out, took them out, and she's like, I'm gonna stay on the phone until you tell your friend. Like, so I went out to my roommates, my teammates, and basically just, yo, this is what's going on. This is what just happened. Like, I
Mhm.
gotta go to the hospital.
Yeah.
So finally get to the hospital, and my first experience at the hospital was just insane. Again, I was belittled. They didn't have rooms for me, so I stayed on like in the hallway in a chair, and
Mm.
the lady working the hallway, like hall monitor, was just like, "Why are you here? Why
Mhm.
would you self admit yourself?"
Mm.
She was like, "Are you drunk? Are you high? Are you on drugs? Like,
Mm.
just like," and I was just like, "All right, bet. Like, if it's like that, then just let me go home." And she's like, "Okay, I have the doctor come talk to you," like giving me like attitude because she had to work
Mm.
the night shift. Like, don't be
Mm.
mad at me. Like, um, doctor came, was like, I heard this happen, and I was like, no, I just lied to go
Mm.
home. Like, thank God. I was exhausted. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I just went
Mm.
back to my dorm and I fell asleep.
Oh my
But like the
gosh.
fact that that happened, I could have left and completed the job.
Absolutely.
So should have sued that hospital. That's hospital. If y'all want to get at them, go for it.
Mm.
Let me know.
Get at them, you're
It was
we,
crazy. It
we
was
we might block their
crazy.
name out, but
It
please,
was crazy.
that's horrific.
So that happened. I sat with that. My brother and his kids came up the next day and like just sat with me. We got lunch at the dining hall, and then I ended up transferring home
Mhm.
to finish online. And then that's when my coach was like, we love you. Like, we want you back. So I
Yeah.
was home for a little bit, but then I came back. And I was like, only coming back if you guys let me have a dog. Like, so
Yeah.
I ended up getting an emotional support animal. I
I
got a
love
golden doodle.
I
I
love
got a
that.
little static.
Yeah.
Just like forcing me to like get up in the mornings, go
Mhm.
for walks in the mornings, take care of somebody else. So I would have to take care of myself.
Yes.
So that was great. And then I graduated in 2020. We all know what 2020 was like.
Yes.
Tragic, terrible time.
Yeah.
Obviously COVID took a lot of loved ones, and
Mhm.
also just the climate of the world was terrible.
Mhm.
So I led protests. I led so many different things for the community to support to the BLM to so we can matter. I don't even
Mhm.
know why that had to be a thing, but so we could matter.
Yes. So
um,
we can matter,
like
okay?
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So after that, though, that took another toll on me, and then I one night, my teammate was over, one of my boys, and my roommate, and I was like, "Yo, I know we having a good night, but I gotta go back to the hospital." And they were
Mm.
just like, "Is everything okay?" And I was like, "Everything's good." But, like, I just need to have a better experience. I need to
Mm.
get that one out of my mind. I need to go back. I need to do it the right way. They're like, "Alright, let's go right now." I said, "Let me shower first. I seen
Mhm.
the movies.
Mm. Mhm.
Let me shower." So I showered, I packed my bag, I walked right in there, and I was just like, "I'm here, and I'm here to stay." And
Mhm.
they were just like, "Alright." So I was in there, first day, I was like took me a second to kinda adjust, no phone. I was, like, worried about outside and, like, who's like, what's going on in the world, and I
Yeah.
was like second day, I was like, "No, this is for me.
Mhm.
forget everything else. I need to come back and find myself. So third day, I was like thriving in there. I was talking, communicating, learning to talk to the doctors, therapists, everybody, nurses, and like just finding myself again, building this confidence, helping other patients and like
Mhm.
it was just amazing. And then my last day, I was telling the nurses, I was like, listen, I'm gonna go start something, a business. I'm gonna come back and fund this place because you guys saved my life.
I know
And
that's
that was
right.
Newton Wellesley. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
And
I feel like I've heard of Wellesley,
yeah, Newton
actually.
Wellesley, they're greatest,
Mm.
greatest. That staff like really did it for me.
Yeah.
So I got out, and then I
Mhm.
was like, I gotta figure it out. So I started a podcast. And that goal was to get people to come on and share their stories.
Mhm.
To be like, hey, I struggle with this, so that their friend would listen to it and be like, oh, girl, you struggle with that? Me too. Like,
Yes.
and then they can talk about it.
Absolutely.
Um, then it just gained this traction, and I was
Mhm.
like, well, there could be more. So I started doing panels and talking to different
Yeah.
student athletes because I'm an athlete, I'm a man of color. Then I was like, all right, well, that's cool, but let's do events now. So now we started hosting events like paint nights and spoken words and
Mhm.
open mics and all these different things. And like the whole goal of Mental Health Declassified was and is to serve as an umbrella for all things in life to bring people together.
Mhm.
So that paint night, yeah, it's Mental Health Declassified presenting this, but
Yeah.
we're really just building a community.
Yes.
We're bringing people together. You guys know why we're here, and there's going to be resources in the back. If you want
Mhm.
to grab resources or if you want to come to me, I can help you out with something.
Yeah.
And the goal is to partner with different mental health centers, addiction centers that if people need that extra step,
Yeah.
we're here to tell you like, yes, mental health is real. Let's
Mhm.
acknowledge it. Let's just own it. Let's try to have fun with it. Let's like no, let's cry. Let's do all these
Yeah.
things. But if you need that next level of care, I can refer you here because I got a friend here. I got a partner here. I got this there. So that's the goal of Mental Health Declassified. We're a 501(c)(3) now,
I know that's
nonprofit.
right. Come on,
Yeah.
501(c)(3)?
And we aim to break the stigma every day on all platforms through storytelling, targeted programming, and community events. So
Yeah.
that's why we're here now. And now I just finished, I'm almost finished because my daughter was born. I had to add a new chapter, but I'm
Mhm.
almost done with my book. So like
Yeah.
just kind of rewriting my story because dyslexia, and now I'm a storyteller, and now
Yeah.
I'm an author, and now I'm,
Absolutely.
traveling the world and speaking. So like it's
Mhm.
like they're just labeling these kids at young ages at times because they don't
Mhm.
want to deal with them. So it's like
Absolutely.
he's troubled, he's this, he's that, he's dyslexic. Like I see,
Mhm.
yeah, maybe I do struggle with reading,
Mhm.
but that could have been handled way better
Yes.
because it really took everything out of me and made me think that I was just terrible at school. So why
Mm.
try? I
Mm.
had to find another identity. Well, I'm not going to be good at school. I'm not going to get a scholarship there.
Mhm.
So I got to go do this.
Wow.
So yeah, that's pretty much me. And now I
Wow.
got a daughter, beautiful fiance,
I know that's right. You better show that ring
fiance,
off. Come
beautiful
on. You
fiance.
see
You
that
know,
ring? Don't play with
so
him. Don't play with him.
I'm just yeah, I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
I have my own flaws, and
Of
I've
course.
done some dumb shit as well. But I'm
Mhm.
here to like rewrite stuff, change stuff, be better, and try to be the best father I can be and be present as possible.
Yeah. No, thank you so much for sharing this story. Oh my gosh, it's so colorful, it's layered, and I have so many questions from
Absolutely.
what you shared. Ooh. But how do you feel like after sharing that, and as you take a sip of water, right? Like how do you
Yeah, no, I,
feel?
I mean,
How do you
at
feel?
first I'm always like, here we go. But when I like speak at schools and speak to kids, it's like it's so fueling because I was a kid in that crowd
Yeah.
listening to these speakers come in and I wouldn't care. I like
Mhm.
literally just did not care. But now when I get to go speak, I have kids finding me on TikTok, Instagram,
Yeah.
all these random apps like, hey
Mhm.
man, I didn't want to speak up about this, but I really struggled with the same thing. I really like when we're just talking and now I'm
Yeah.
just a human. Like
Yep.
I'm nothing better than anybody. I'm just sharing my story. And if you have a
Exactly.
story, if I can help just listen, like I'm not a therapist.
Yeah.
I don't have the answers, but I'm open ears and we're a safe space.
Yeah.
So like just come speak, let's talk about it. I'd rather hear your story and sit there for hours than attend your funeral. And
That
that's
part.
just as simple as it is. And like for us men and even women, like it's just so easy to just be like, nobody wants to hear that right now. Nobody wants to hear me complain. just speak, complain, cry, talk, do what you have to do, because it's scary when you lay in that bed and it's just you and your mind.
Yeah.
Like, these thoughts can consume you, and if you're not taking care of your mind, then it's gonna catch up to you.
Yeah.
So I just tell the kids, like, every time I leave a stage, and I'm just like, never limit your higher up, whoever you believe in, whatever, whoever you look up to one thing. I limited my life to basketball. I was tunnel vision, couldn't see these things. COVID hit 2020 now. I started a podcast. I started screen printing shirts. We started making stickers, homemade on a Cricut. My boys got all these machines to make shirts. Like, so we're making rugs. Like, we started ordering everything off of Amazon. I started just creating. And like, at first, I'm just a basketball player. I can't create. I'm not artistic. Like, I can't make a rug. But now we're doing all these different things. So it's like, don't limit yourself to one thing. Be creative. Try everything. Wear multiple hats. Like, everyone's always like, what direction you going in now? It's like, yeah, I got a nonprofit, but I want to write a book, and I also want to be a storyteller, and I want to travel the world and share my story.
Right.
But I also want to be a photographer. Like,
absolutely.
So there's so many different options.
And you can do all of it.
Why not?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh my goodness. Great story. I was tearing up. I was like, we're not, stop crying. Because I had to pull it together, I had to, be strong as you shared, because it's a powerful story, right? And I'm so happy that you're still here, right? And I feel like when we first spoke, I told you that, right? When I was hearing just like, just like some parts of it, and like that attempt, right? That it was a close one, but your friend called you at the perfect time, right?
Wild.
And I'm so happy that we're able to talk about it now, and it's like a memory, right? And like you're in such a different space now. So there's that. And then I do want to just like, and I might jump around a little bit just because there were so many like just gems and nuggets and like different things that you share that I'm like, ooh, like people need to like hear this, right? So that they can like, because I'm sure like even just from the start with like being like told you have dyslexia, right? Or being diagnosed with this dyslexia. I'm curious about that part, right? Like what made them, and I'm saying them as in like were you diagnosed? Were you told by a teacher? Like what was that experience like exactly?
Just definitely like knew off jump it was a learning disability, and I would have to do like extra work with it. I would go to, my parents were great, like they took me to this learning center. It's called like Sylvan or Sylvia or something. And like I would have to do extra work and extra learning because reading was just tough.
It was
Like,
hard, yeah.
letters are switching and numbers are jumping and
Got
it's
you.
skipping, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I'm genuinely like tripping. Like looking at this page, and I'm like, that don't make sense. And like, so a part of me kind of just gave up when like that would happen. And it took one of my first grade teachers, shout out Miss Angelos.
Yeah.
She would start talking to me in basketball terms.
I know that's right.
It's like, all right, Brandon, you got 3 basketballs. I'm like, okay.
I could get jiggy with this.
Yeah. So I like started picking it up, and LeBron's doing this, and I'm like, 7. So like, yeah. So it's like just having good people in these systems is everything. Because that teacher took the time to do that with me and help me and be there for me. And like, so these mental health spaces, they need that too. Like that hospital, that lady, like I don't even know your
She
name.
needed a new job.
Yeah.
She wasn't happy there, clearly.
I get it. You're mad, you're frustrated, but you're playing with people's lives.
Yeah.
And that was bad. That was very bad. Like, my therapist called them the next day, and it was like she was yelling.
Rip them a new one.
You stupid, or why'd you let them leave? Like that. Like, my ass, I'm just tired. I'm going to bed. I was so defeated, but like at that point, I was like, I just want to go to bed and see what else.
Absolutely. Yeah. And once again, I'm glad that the situation didn't go the worst case scenario. You were just tired and went to sleep. Thank God. But yeah, no, thank you for sharing that, right? Because I'm sure there are many like young, like people who are adults now who maybe grew up with a similar experience where it's like just being labeled with something as opposed to like people actually doing things in the right way and getting in there so that you don't feel defeated, right? So that you don't then grow up and maybe feel like you're not good at school or academia or whatever because of this maybe one particular area. So yeah, I just got curious about it because I think you even openly sharing about it is already healing for someone, right? Who may have felt like ashamed or like not wanting to talk about it, especially as a man of color, right? Like, I know you said you come from I love how you said that, a foreign family. I'm like, where is you from? Where are you from, Brandon? Do you want to keep that, like, do you want to are you sharing with the people?
It's not a secret.
But
we be getting a lot of slander out there, so.
Oh, really?
Cape Verde.
Come on, Cape Verdean. What do they say about Cape Verdeans?
I don't know. That's for the people. But
I'm like,
whatever.
listen. I'm like, the crazy part is I don't know many Cape Verdeans. Like you,
Really?
yeah. Like I think when you said you were Cape Verdean when we like talked, outside of the recording, I was like, interesting, because that's not here in like New York City. It's a melting pot of like Caribbean nations and Latinx communities and things of that nature. But like Cape Verdean, I don't feel like is as common. So when you said it, I was
we're
like,
all in Boston, Dorchester, Brockton.
okay, shout out Boston. I'm not. I'm like, I'm removed from like I've visited Boston a few times. What I do know is that there's like actually a pretty large Haitian community out there. I'm half Haitian, so like that's what I do know. But shout out to the Cape Verdeans. Yeah, yeah. And like, what do you like? Do you guys? And this is, excuse my ignorance, y'all don't come for me, right? Like, because I'm not familiar, I'm asking someone, you who is, what do you speak a different language?
Yeah, it's like it's Creole.
It's Creole. Yeah. But what kind of Creole though?
So there's 13 islands.
Ah,
they're all different.
See,
all got different slangs and stuff. So some people will say it's similar to Portuguese. Some people will say like, I don't know. It's all different kind of Creole.
Interesting. So really cool.
13 different islands.
And can you speak Portuguese or?
I used to be able to speak Cape Verdean Creole when I was younger, and I still can, like, here and there.
You can still do something,
but I'm trash. I'm like watered down. I'm watered down. I'm embarrassed about it.
Got you.
Cape Verdean's about to come for me.
Listen, don't come for nobody here. We're learning. We're learning and we're growing. Okay, so very cool. Very cool. Okay, nice. And so, and then I guess one more question before we move on to another one, like or just off of the topic of like learning disabilities, dyslexia. How did your parents respond, or how did they react?
I was young, so like honestly, I'm sure that's like alarming to hear or go through, but like I said, they were great. They made sure I was in the after school program, the learning centers, even though maybe I hated it, but it was great. Like they did what they had to do, and they were supportive. And when I would bring home that D, it was it was a conversation, but it was also understood, I guess. I don't know, I was also the youngest, so I think I got away with some things.
Yeah, they had grace for you.
And I was a basketball player, so
listen,
like, Mom, but I scored 30.
Listen, we're gonna get into that, okay? Because I feel like now we're gonna get into like something that I feel like, and this probably will be somewhere in the title of this episode, right? About like your identity, right? Your identity being one with basketball, right? Being one with like being a star athlete, a basketball player. And like, yeah, like I guess, when do you feel like things shifted for you where it was like, this is my identity now? Like what was that moment where you were like?
Middle school, I was all right. Middle school, I didn't play that much. My best friends are nasty. AAU, I was a star. Like, and I would go out there and kill it.
Okay.
But like school, I was still like playing soccer and stuff. My dad's like first love. Like I was doing that more, and then basketball here and there. Like I was showing up to basketball, my soccer high socks.
Yeah,
like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But when I got to high school, everything just switched. Like when I came back my sophomore year after like my grandmother, it was like the most personal thing ever.
Yeah.
Like, that tryout, I was killing all the seniors. That's a fact.
you was giving them a run.
And it was from that moment a whole different dynamic. And like, not my team yet, but my team. And we had a lot of problems because of that, because seniors were seniors and I'm a sophomore.
Yeah.
First game I had 30 points. And it was like, it was just it was crazy.
Yeah.
So for me, the sport was just a safe space. It was every time I would shoot a three, I would point to the sky. Like I had the swag. Like it was just,
Okay.
I don't know. It was everything and more to me, and it was gonna take me and to the next level. It was gonna take me to whatever college was gonna be. It was gonna
Mhm.
take me maybe overseas.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the full identity, and I think also when you're young, you're kind of or a minority sometimes, like men of color. It's like
Mhm.
you got three things, especially with social media just becoming a thing at that
Yeah.
time. It was like sports,
Mhm.
jail, rapper,
Mhm.
like drugs, like so
Yeah.
many different things. So
Yeah.
it's like can't rap. I would love to, but I'll try sometimes. Can't do it.
Mhm.
Don't want to go to jail.
Yeah.
Not into the drugs,
Mhm.
and it's sports, and it
Yeah.
was basketball. So that was my ticket and my safe space, and like a suburban town where it's like a lot of white folks, and
Mhm.
grateful for them. They, not terrible people that I was raised around with, but
Mhm.
yeah,
And that's good to know, right? Because
yeah,
I'm like, I was gonna ask you, like, what was that like? I actually was getting curious as you were sharing, like, what the diversity was like in
yeah,
school or, in your neighborhood.
yeah. I mean, it's definitely a suburban town,
Hmm.
so a lot of white folks like was raised around them, but also can see true colors now these days, which is
Yes.
unfortunate. But yeah, it's just cool to have a black friend,
Mm-hmm.
for them.
Absolutely. For them, right? Yeah. That token
No,
is.
I'm playing,
Did you feel token? Did you
man.
feel like token?
No, no, no. I had a lot of boys that were
All
like
right.
I had a good community.
Listen.
I'm just a hater, but 'cause I take this stuff personal, like with what's going on today. But
Oh, absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
I think we don't have a choice,
yeah,
and it's like you taking it personal doesn't mean you have to act on anything, but
right,
just being privy to what's going on
mm,
and not thinking anything around here is sweet because
exactly,
it's not sweet, you know?
exactly.
So I love that. Love that. And I think it's amazing that you were a star athlete. Like I want to be very clear. I think being an athlete and being a star, doing it at a high level is a skill that like not everybody has because if
Yeah,
so, everybody would, be at whatever D level or be in the NBA or whatever, right? So I think that's a amazing like just skill and ability and gift that you
hmm
you you know you have. Um but I think, and we talked about this too, I know a lot of like men, black men in particular, who their identity becomes one with whatever it is, right?
it's a crisis,
Yeah.
the identity crisis, right there. Because
Mhm.
like now your whole life is that one thing, of course, and at some point it's gonna end.
Yeah.
Whether if it's traumatic like an injury,
Mhm.
or if it's just the end, high school's over, and you didn't
Mhm.
make it to college, or even if you make it to college and college is over.
Mm.
At some point it's gonna end, and then you're gonna be faced with, well, who am I?
Mm.
And I was living this kind of fairy tale for all these years, and now I'm in the real world, and it's like, you're like 22, 23 now, and you don't got a real job. What's your major? Like, did you
Mhm.
just do sports management because you were playing sports?
Mm.
Why can't you find a job? Why can't you hold a job? Why don't you got a partner? Like, why aren't you moving
Mm.
out? Like,
Mhm.
and like a lot of these athletes are lost, and
Mm.
then we end up at a sports sales job,
Mhm.
and we end up at just random things just to fulfill and make money because that's how the world is. But we never truly find that passion within school because we're kind of getting pushed along, and it's
Mm.
like, oh, we got a game, coach, you got me. Tell my professor, word, don't gotta do that paper, word, don't gotta do that final, word,
Mhm.
let's get pushed along. It
Yeah.
just happens like that for athletes, unfortunately. So that's
Yes.
why for me, like the injury was like the blessing and the curse
Mhm.
because it was like, yeah, you're losing the love of your life, but there's also clubs on campus. There's
Mhm.
also other things going on. So I was forced to attend a club on campus and
Mhm.
meet new people and network and connect with people and talk to professors and actually take something serious.
Yeah.
So then when I got out, it was like I wasn't just completely lost. And some people get out and thrive. Like I'm not saying this is every athlete, but
Mhm.
I definitely see. I speaking on my personal experience, of course. where the struggle can come from with like identifying in one thing and then that getting stripped from you, and now you're trying to play catch up in a
Yeah.
world that kind of is requires 7+ years of experience for half of these jobs out there. It's
Listen,
ridiculous.
listen.
It doesn't
It's
make
true
sense.
though. It's crazy.
Yeah.
For sure. And so like what advice do you have for like a man listening or even a woman? I mean, I feel like this maybe is more
Yeah,
for a man, but
I just always say like men hate this, but like, just be a human. Like I feel like we're so caught up on being a man, being strong, being the provider, being present, being all these different things. Just be human.
mm-hmm.
Speak, be vulnerable, talk to your partner, share what's going on. Half of the time, sometimes they want to hear, they want to listen, they want to help, they want to
Yeah.
vent, they want to comfort, they want to talk. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and that's only going to empower you to be a stronger man, to show up, to provide all these different things. Like, I try to. I'm not perfect. I
Mm-hmm.
still need to work on my communication. I still
Mm-hmm.
get frustrated. I
Mm-hmm.
still get set off. All these
Mm-hmm.
different things to my partner, but like I'm actively listening,
Yeah.
actively working on it, trying to ask how I can be better, because that's going to show up there, and then it's going to show with my parents, and it's going to show with my brothers and sisters,
Mm-hmm.
to my daughter. So like every single relationship doesn't have to be romantic.
Mm-hmm.
It can literally just be your friends. Like, just ask the questions, be present, want to listen, and just be human.
Yeah.
We need to be more vulnerable. We need to talk about these things, because again, we can go pretend and shoot the shits with the boys and go play 2K and drink in the basement and smoke, and everyone can do whatever they want, but then you're going to go home and lay up in that bed by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if those thoughts consume you continuously, you're going to crash.
Yeah.
Everyone says it's cliche, but you break a leg, you go to the doctors. You
Mm-hmm.
got sick, you go to the doctors. Your
Yeah.
check engine light turns on in your car, you go to the doctors. So
Mm-hmm.
why, when our mind and our brain's the strongest thing
Mm-hmm.
that we have, that names itself the brain, why don't we take it serious?
You are speaking, sir.
So it's like, starts with us, and pride is our biggest flaw
Mm-hmm.
because I ain't struggling. I'm not going through that. You can't tell me that. What do
Right.
you know?
Right. Mm.
It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not mentally strong, you're not strong.
Mm.
That's just how I feel.
I know that's
So
right.
you can hide in the gym, you can get bigger and bigger. But if you're not a good person, and if you have lash outs and you're yelling at people and you're doing these things, none of that matters.
Yes, sir.
So let's just be intentional, want to change, and give the women a break.
Ooh. That was a gem. That's the clip. Whatever. That's the clip. That was a good one.
And I'm not perfect.
Listen.
That was to myself too.
Mm-hmm. And I'm definitely curious. I don't know if we could talk about this because you're married, you're in a committed situation, a relationship, you have a child. But like, what was your time? What was your like dating? What was that like for you growing up as an athlete? Because athletes, because that's the thing, right? I always feel like it's either two things. It's either like you're so focused on the sports that you either don't date at all, or you are a star, so like you are a womanizer. That's kind of like the stigmatized version of it. But what was that like for you?
Yeah.
No. Where's your camera? Man.
Cut that.
Okay. All right. Are we moving on to the next question?
Moving on to the next question.
Next question.
They're going to come for me.
Listen, that's okay because I already know. I already know what it could be.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Okay. Understood. And I definitely, another question that was coming up for me just around like the diagnoses, right? Like the PTSD, the severe anxiety, the depression, right? I wanted to talk to you about like what those symptoms looked like for you. Like in those moments, right? Like you talked about like there being pivotal moments where like you were on the court and then you kind of froze, right?
Yeah, it was like the movie. Like it was like I was would go to bed. Every time I was sleeping, I'm having nightmares of going 100 miles per hour in a car
Mm.
and not being able to stop and just waking up. And like that was from the traumatic of my friends.
Mhm.
The car accident, I believe, of course,
Yeah.
had to be.
Yeah.
There was times where I would shut my eyes and I would see faces,
Mm.
like outlined, like red devilish faces, and like this stuff sounds insane.
Mhm.
Like the stuff I would be able to kind of feel and like just see. It was crazy. And
Mm.
like even in dark rooms, like I would lay in my bed and just feel like I could see different like blobs moving,
Yeah.
like what my eyes open.
Mm.
And like I don't know if that was just I don't know. Feels fake, I don't know. But I was like struggling so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Like mentally in the darkest. Like I felt like I literally had demons inside of me
Mm.
and like were just eating me alive. Like I was not myself. I just couldn't. I don't know. I couldn't really do anything.
Mhm.
It was like the scariest and craziest time ever. And like
Yeah.
that's why I'm just like so hard about this because I know people are struggling. I know people may have gone through worse than me.
Mhm.
And like I was fortunate to have it be a basketball Cinderella story that didn't work out, but I also lost a lot of people too.
Yeah.
So I know people have it way worse, and I'm fortunate to have a roof over my head. I have a
Mhm.
loving family, like all these different things, but I just know people are struggling and
Mm.
nobody's speaking
Mhm.
enough. And like athletes, and they do it in quick segments. They throw the mental health thing out there, and then it just fades away.
Yeah.
It's like we need to be more intentional. We need better health care. We need better curriculum. These students need to learn about this stuff early. We need to learn how to manage emotions early.
Yeah.
Social media needs to be figured out
Mhm.
because now people are getting bullied online. Women in school have to show up and be their best versions of themselves. And God forbid if you show up with a stain on your shirt or a
Mm.
ripped shirt or the same jeans twice. If
Mhm.
you're a female, you're getting bashed for it, but the men can show up in sweats and sweatpants and nobody's gonna say nothing to them.
Right.
So it's like there's so many things and factors to society. It's just all backwards. Like we're just so harsh and so quick to be mad at somebody,
Yeah.
so quick to yell at the waiter that's taking so long to
Mhm.
bring the food out or the cashier that's struggling to count the money.
Mhm.
And like you never know when you're gonna set somebody off and send them over the edge.
Mhm.
And that's the problem with the world because everyone's so selfish
Yeah.
and self-centered that it's just like we're so quick to bash somebody else and bully somebody else because we're just deflecting. We don't
Mhm.
want to face our own problems.
Mhm.
And that's why there's so many quote unquote mean girls, mean boys,
Mhm.
bullies, and all these different things because it's so easy to be like, yo, did you see what she was wearing? Yo,
Mm.
did you?
Yeah.
Instead of being like,
The surface.
yo, I'm struggling.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with myself.
Mm.
I'm struggling to get myself back in the gym. I'm heavier than what I want to be. I'm struggling to lose that weight.
Yeah.
I struggle with motivation. I can't get myself out of bed. We won't say that stuff about ourselves,
Mhm.
but if somebody else is over there eating too much, you're like, look at them.
Mm.
When you probably got the same problems at home and you're not talking about it. So
Speak,
that's the
sir.
problem. And that's kind of where I want to get back into this. Like I took my time off for my daughter. I want to be present with my partner and just build home and happiness. But
Yeah.
I'm ready to get back out there. I want to. I'm working with a few partners right now, dropping a unreleased gem, but we're working on a mentorship program where it's
Yeah.
going to be like a big brother, big sister,
Love it.
but with actual curriculum, so
Mhm.
we can be intentional with these young men and women,
Mhm.
and kind of help them just build themselves, find themselves, and then figure out a career path and kind of guide them through it and
Yeah.
do all that fun stuff. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, that's my TED talk.
Yeah. No, thank you for all of these just like truths, right? Like you just being brave enough, like just having the courage to share your experience and your truth and the knowledge that you have, like so much wisdom in what you shared. And yeah, even just with you sharing the PTSD symptoms, I think someone can take away something from it, right? Because
Yeah.
a lot of times like people think PTSD looks a certain way, like you said,
Yeah.
like, oh, I haven't been in war,
Right.
right? And you don't have to be in
I'm like, I'm
war.
not trying to be disrespectful. Like, I didn't go
Mm-hmm.
through that. Like, I can only imagine what they have to
Yeah.
deal with in their hearing in their heads. But like
Mm-hmm.
the things that I was seeing and feeling and the experiences, that, like, it took me so long to even get into a men's league and feel comfortable playing
Mm.
basketball. Like, now I love it, but there's certain things I can't do. I'll be on a fast break, and I will pull up for a 3 instead of go for a layup because I'm
Mm.
scared of taking that 1-2 on my knees. I'm scared of jumping a certain way, like,
Yeah.
so that stuff still sits there, and I'm way better. I'm
Yeah.
doing better, but it never goes away. I'm
Yeah.
always scared. I'm always thinking the worst, that I'm always thinking I'm not deserving of something, or like I don't. Yeah, it's just it's insane. I'm always chasing something else. Like, so again, I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
But I just want to share because somebody else might reach out to me and be like, "Yo, I got a tip for you," and I might love it and need
Mhm.
it. So I'm not here to be like, "You guys need to do this." I'm here to open up my heart and be like, "If you got the answers, help me too."
Mhm.
It's just that simple.
Right, help me help you.
That's it.
Absolutely. And I know you also talked about like your experience going to the hospital, right? Like the
Mhm.
psychiatric hospitalization, which, interestingly enough, right? Like with your experience that you were sharing about the woman who had like the attitude and basically suggested you go home.
Mhm.
Um, like I've heard horror stories, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm, you know, I'm in the field. Like there's so
Mhm.
many stories. And if I'm honest with you, we actually tried our best, like as like a mental health professional, as a clinician, it's like we try to refrain from like that being the direction that a client goes,
Yep.
right? Because we know how like terrible it could be there, right? And
Mhm.
the sort of treatment, especially here in New York City, right? I know you talked about Boston, which isn't too far away, and that not being great, but here in New York City, I don't know that the psychiatric experience is that great either. Um, so we actually just, and I think people fear it. Like there's this almost like there's like this reverence, or there's this fear of like we don't want to go in that direction because we already know that it's going to be, it's going to be an experience, right?
Yep.
Like that you'll never forget, right? But for you, with you voluntarily actually saying, you know what, I'm going to go back, right? And I want to have a different experience. I thought that was really like admirable. And I'm like, wow, like you were serious. Like you wasn't playing. Like you
Yeah.
wanted treatment. You wanted help. And you got it the second time around. So I'm very like proud of you for that, despite
Thank you.
that first experience. So like maybe do you have any, like a suggestion or like just advice for someone who may like, deal with just more intense, severe symptoms, like or could be in crisis potentially in the future? Um, about like hospitalization, what would you say to them?
Yeah, I mean, it's not all perfect, like you mentioned. It's just it's so scary because like I still walk a thin line with like suggesting it because of my first experience, and I
Yeah.
don't want to be the one that's like definitely try it, and then you go, and then it's like the worst thing ever.
Mhm.
Um, so I mean, I'll always kind of deflect and push it back to the hospitals and like
Yeah,
just do
better.
better vetting of your
Yes.
people and care. But for me, it's just always finding a safe space, finding somebody that will listen, and being able to tell your friends like what you need from them in that moment, I
Mhm.
guess. So it's like it's very crucial because you can go trauma dump on somebody, and your friend like me, my sophomore year, could be like, "We're loved. We're
Mm.
star basketball players."
Mm.
I wish it was more like, "Yo, I'm about to talk. Just listen. I need just open ears."
Yeah.
So just continue to seek your people um, that you trust and love, and like if you're thinking about going to the hospital and that's what you want to do,
Mhm.
I hope you're supported through it,
Mhm.
and I hope it's a great experience. And mine was, I was very fortunate, and I'm somebody that could turn anything into a great experience for
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
But they're out there, so definitely like if it's like life or death, go. You know,
Please.
definitely at least go. They will definitely be there for you in that moment. But whatever happens after that, of course, like I just pray that it's the good, the right, the good.
Absolutely.
But I've had my fair share of experiences, and I have some more in depth experiences that I'm not even ready to share yet,
Yeah.
because it could get a little messy. But
Mhm.
um, yeah, the fields are just it's scary. The
Mhm.
fields are scary
Mhm.
because a lot of of these centers are just being run and not really like cared for.
Yeah.
They're just being ran
Yeah.
like a job.
Yes.
But this is more like if you're not ready for this, don't do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Brandon. And leaving the hospital, like, were you like prescribed any medication or anything?
Yeah. So I had a few things. I definitely had something for sleep, which
Mm-hmm.
was like amazing, but it would knock me out. Like it was amazing because I couldn't sleep
Mm.
before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the names. Traz something. Traz
Oh,
something.
trazodone?
Maybe.
Maybe it might be
Yeah.
trazodone.
Sleep
Mm-hmm.
medicine.
Yep.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Knocked me out.
Mm-hmm.
So that then I had like the daily and then as needed, I think. Something as needed.
Okay.
So yeah, I had a lot.
How do you feel about medication in general? Because some people have their.
Yeah, I mean now I'm kind of slowly getting over the fact that it scares me
Mm-hmm.
because that was my way out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so like I kind of ran from therapy for a little bit because of the fact that like I don't
Yeah.
want that again.
Yes.
So I try to like self medicate through like life and like
Mm.
positive vibes. So like in terms of like creating helps me.
Yeah.
I would spray paint. I'm not an artist at all. My spray painting would come out trash, but I'm just doing stuff to do stuff to get my mind and my body going or whatever.
Yep.
Working out, playing basketball, so
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. But I mean, again, this stuff can work.
Yeah.
My experiences are completely different. I'm
Mm-hmm.
never gonna be against something, but I also know there's two sides, and
Mm-hmm.
if you need it and your therapist you trust and you love them and they got you, listen to them and do it.
Yeah.
It was helping me for a time,
Mm-hmm.
but I was so inconsistent with it, and that's also a thing. If you start something, you can't just stop it.
Yeah.
Once you start, you can't just cold raw hot like whatever they call
No.
it, stop it. So that's kind of
No.
where I was messing myself up,
Yeah.
obviously. But as an athlete, I'll be on the road and I'll be like, I forgot my meds, so I
Mm.
missed 2 days or whatever, like,
Mm.
or just make excuses for myself
Mm-hmm.
because it's easy to do that. So definitely, if it's something you want to try and do, like, you got to stick with it and do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not against it at all, and it's definitely something if I ever needed it again,
Yeah.
I would do it. But yeah,
Man, thank you so much. This is a great episode. I'm like, episodes like this don't happen often where like someone is sharing their life and like what they've gone through in this way. So I appreciate you
of
truly
course, I
for
appreciate you having
yes,
this space, creating this space, and like allowing people to do this because it's
of
needed.
course. Of
I hope
course.
people take advantage of it because this is a dope concept and my goal too. Like, I want
Yeah.
to do the same thing, bring the podcast back for MHD,
Mm-hmm.
and just create those safe spaces again.
For sure. Absolutely. And you will. You will.
Yes, yes,
You're doing
working
it.
on it,
You're doing it.
working
Okay.
on
And
it.
like, yeah, I guess we're winding down now. We're kind of like at the end, but I wanted you to just let the people know anything you have coming up. I know you shared a little bit, like some stuff going on, but
Yeah.
mhm.
Right now, doing a lot of like back end business stuff, like paperwork, but so no events really. Like obviously we're in the Boston area, but working on this mentorship program. So I'll be like seeking mentors and
Mhm.
stuff to like help these kids out. Working on my first gala for the end of the year.
Yeah.
That's a lot fun. We have a Women Empowerment Dance program. We
Love
empower
it.
these young women to move their body, express themselves, love themselves. My
Yes.
sister runs it. She kills it.
Come on, sister.
So
Mhm.
yeah, mentallyclassified.org on everything. Mentally classified on everything. Instagram, LinkedIn, I believe Facebook. We should have a Twitter.
Mhm.
Um, And then we have our website that's going under construction right now, but mentallyclassified.org. I'm a
Yes.
storyteller. I like to get back into the schools. I like to speak. So if you are looking for a keynote speaker or just an assembly or just anything, I would love to connect.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're working on a lot of things in the background right now
Absolutely.
that I can't wait to announce at a later date. But
Mhm.
I'm just super excited to kind of get back into this. And this was like my first kind of jump back in since
Yes.
I've like took my little hiatus and
Yes,
just worried
sir.
about myself mentally and personally.
For sure.
But now I'm back and
Mhm.
this is my kickoff and I'm excited. My
Ah,
first week away from my daughters. I might cry, but like
I
it's
know.
crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So proud of you. Proud of you, and excited for everything that you have coming up. And listen, the next live show I have, I want you there. I had
For real?
yes, I would love for you to be there and be a speaker. You know, like from here on out, listen, we locked in, we connected after this. Like I don't play, you know. So, you know, that probably will be my third, because I've had 2 live shows so far. So
I'll sponsor it.
Listen, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk for sure. But thank you so much.
No,
and make sure you guys follow. Where can people find you? Follow? Well, I don't know if you want to give your personal, but you gave the mental health declassified.
Yeah,
right?
I think I don't even know my personal. I think it's official text underscore or one of them.
Yeah.
You find mental health declassified, you'll find me.
It'll be there. It'll be there.
Like, everything we're linked. As I go, they go. As they go, I go.
Yes. Like, everything in the description.
Yeah.
For sure. But no, this was great. Right? And thank you so much, guys, for tuning in every time. Subscribers, new people here. This is your Mental Matters podcast, guys. We're out.
Love it.
Yeah. This was good.